Hello, this is Eliminajor, and we're cutting a track for Paladin Gaming. Today, we are continuing No Man's Sky. Now, where we left off, we had recovered a ship, which has actually been claimed by us, and because we reloaded our save, is no longer parked here. We will be able to access it later once we have a freighter. So in any case, what we're going to do is we're just going to continue using our Radiant Pillar, which is, of course, the intro ship, but that's alright, because the one we found was a little bit better, but not like way better. So I may go ahead and hold off fixing a ship until we find one that's much better and increases our combat and our speed by quite a bit. We'll go ahead and pick up that salvage data since we're here. And then we're going to continue following the plot line. We have been following the distress signals of a being called Artemis. We hear quite a bit about a red eye, and the number 16 keeps getting repeated. So we'll find out what a little bit more that's about today, I think. Alright. Transmission. Artemis entity, we received your signal. Is it first? Is it last? Priest entity Nada, we haven't met you yet. Time for truth. You have their signal, but you are not Artemis entity. We will tell him the truth. Your signal is familiar to Nada. We have been in contact before, I think. This would be a good time to come aboard. Yes, a proper introduction to our home. So we just had a space station pop out of hyperspace. So this space station is quite a bit different from the other ones. This space station is an anomaly, and you can actually summon it to wherever you are, and it kind of exists everywhere at once. So all these icons with the white diamond, those are actually other player characters. So it is a multiplayer game, but you know, the odds of just running into someone randomly are pretty low. Okay, so we can actually see some of the other player ships here. These are solar ships that have these S-foils that kind of extend. They're pretty cool animation. And then these kind of squid-looking ships, those are living ships. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the ship you get for doing the most recent expedition, Titan, which I do intend to record and put on this channel. We've also got some various Sentinel base ships. I think that's an interceptor. That's a pretty popular type of ship. You know, a few others kind of hanging around. Now let's go ahead and go up to the quest icon and see Priest Entity Nada. So we'll go ahead and do the mission here, the storyline, and then we will go ahead and take a small tour of the Anomaly, which is actually a pretty extensive space station. So we may not get to everything right now, but that's alright. I am Priest Entity Nada, Divergent Korvax. Welcome to our Anomaly. Our home here is pleasant, yes, Polo's own design, a perfect bubble, beyond the Sentinels, beyond vengeful Korvax. Nada watches time come and go. Well, let's ask about him first. Nada awoke with the death of Korvax Prime. Could not understand why such things happen, why we are alone. Now I am divergent. The convergence do not see through my eyes. So he's no longer part of the Korvax hive mind. Nada is not alone anymore. Nada is with Polo friend. Now many other friends visit. Our convergence is small, but Nada happy. The Korvax watches me. There's a patience, an organic tilt to the way they hold their metal shell. A traveler entity. Perhaps they are known to you? I do not know their number. Nada does not care to think about iterations as numbers. I asked him about Artemis. They were lost to us. Highly improbable. Our anomaly is lost to the Sentinels, but none should be lost to the anomaly. Nada's carapace pulses with a gentle light. There's something familiar about them. Beyond what is outside, our anomaly wanders free. Free like Nada, to observe, to search. So he's describing his station. The Sentinels, the Atlas, they do not care for this place. I feel their eyes hunting us. The station has been calling to me since I woke up on the planet. Perhaps it called to Artemis as well. So last we'll ask about his friend Polo. Polo friend found Nada, found my signal. Nada is safe. Now Nada finds other signals, makes others safe. Nada watches me, judging my reactions as they speak. Speak with Polo, friend traveler. Perhaps they might know more about missing Artemis. They perceive things more clearly than Nada. Let's talk to Polo. Friends everywhere. If only you know where to look. Friends in all shapes, all sizes, all places. Artemis, friend. You are where they should be. It does not seem possible, but all things are possible. Such is the universe. We will find them, no doubt. There's always a signal, always a trace. We'll ask how. Our home will see to it. When you leave, you will not be where you were. You will be closer. Or maybe not. Discovery is exciting, yes? Before you leave, perhaps spend some time with other friends. We all help each other here. Alright. So, in any case, this is the shared space station for all human players. And there's a lot of interesting things to do here. So, we saw the main hangar bay. Back here we have several different entities that can give us some pretty great upgrades to ships. So let's talk to Hyperion here about starship research. Wings of Golden Glory, friend. There's no end to the stars. So what he can do is, by spending nanites, we can unlock different pieces of equipment. Now, let's see. We'll actually, I know, want efficient thrusters soon. And if we can afford them, I don't know that we can. I also want the auto-charging thrusters. Launch auto-charge... No, that's quite out of our budget currently. That's alright. Construction, we're not going to do much with our base yet. Exosuit research. Do you have anything spectacular we would want? Traveler new. Your suit is an extension of yourself. Let me aid you. You know what? We're going to go ahead and hold off on spending our nanites for now, just so we can get the better upgrades a little quicker. We also have multi-tool research. We can find new recipes for construction, and then he does exocraft, which is ships, or not ships, but surface vehicles. Through here, oh, there's another player. Through here we have a few other guys. You can breed various alien life forms you find, alien animals. This guy will eat things and give you nanites for them. You're important, aren't you? I think so. Traveler hopes to make progress. Traveler tests themselves. I will help and exchange. Progress for progress. Or wealth, perhaps. Experience or materials. Both valid today. Gold nuggets. And we can give him materials. We can also transmit milestone data, which is basically in-game achievements, and he will give stuff. So we'll give you a gold nugget. Why not? You gave us 3 nanites for that? Okay, that was a bad deal. transmitting milestone data is free, though. Not that we have a lot yet. Okay. No spectacular upgrades, so we'll leave that alone for now. I forget what Helios does. Ah, young one, you who still roam the boundaries of this universe, how I envy you. My time out in reality has long passed, but I miss it greatly. Perhaps you might help an old soul and share the things you've seen. I yearn for the stars, for the glory of discovery. So we can give him data. Thank you, little one. You have no idea what this means to me. Please take these nanites. They are nothing, but they're all I have now. So he literally... Oh, much better data. As we scan things, we talk to him. And he pays us for our research with nanites, which is pretty sweet. There's a few other things here, but we'll kind of explain those later as we get to them. We're not too worried about things beyond the base upgrade stations currently. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and get back in our ship and continue the plot line. All right.
Technology installed.
So that will make our landing and taking off a little less tedious. We won't have to make this nearly as much. Oh, did we not find the clue about Artemis? Didn't we already get a blueprint? Oh well, it's not happy. I guess it wants us to go see the specific guy. We can do that. Oh, lots of people coming to the Anomaly all at once. It's fun seeing my Radiant Pillar here next to all these, like, super advanced, pimped out ships. We'll be joining them before too long. Alright, well... Oh, we actually have a lot more nanites now, so... we will want that eventually, so might as well buy that. It wants us to browse blueprints. We'll go ahead and buy one just so that it... Oh, I guess we want a door as well. Alright, now we go back and speak to Nada, I think. Nada and Polo drift between worlds and worlds. There are many. Have you seen them, traveler friend? Nada wishes they could. Nada regrets much. What should we do? Traveler entity is free to make their own path. Find Artemis entity. Explore with others. Travel to great sights. Proceed as you will, traveler entity. We will aid you. Others will aid you also. Even if you seek the Crimson Lyre. I'm curious about that. Crimson Lyre Atlas. False entity. Krovak's worship, but Nada knows better. Nada knows where it dwells. Nada chooses to disregard it. But a traveler entity wishes to seek it, Nada will help. Nada wishes you to be safe. Let's look for Artemis, I think. Of course, Nada has a small gift for you. Perhaps it will help, perhaps not. Nada and Polo friend will continue to search. Speak to us whenever you desire. Gave us some nanites. Cool. So we're going back to space. In a minute we'll go back to space. No one's hanging around right now. Sometimes you can get other players to dance with you and give you resources and things like that. You know, it is a multiplayer-ish game. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop dancing. Oh, that's a sweet solar ship over there. We should get us one of those. Incoming message. Where? Is there anyone out there? It's outside it. Something's wrong with. What's wrong? Ask the stranger what is wrong. There's a moment's pause. The only sound I hear back is the hiss of cosmic radiation. You found me. There's so little light. I thought I'd never hear another soul again. I really did. How did you find my voice? I found a crashed ship. I tell the stranger about the abandoned starship wreck and how I found the communicator ID in the distress beacon. I begin to mention the anomalous space station, but they cut me off. It's outside, but I think I'm safe. There are 16 of them. They look just like... We've heard 16 before. Fear and confusion dance within the eyes of the stranger. After a few moments of silence, they turn to me, imploring... You don't know who you are, do you? It lied to me. It lied to all of... The sound cuts out, but their face lingers on, silent, before it too fades into nothingness. This must be Artemis, and they are clearly in need of help. I need to find a way to boost their signal. Alright, so... we want to go back to our base computer archives, and the fastest way to do that is to just go to the space station and teleport to our base. We don't need to actually fly back. This game's huge. If you got in the habit of doing that, it'd be a long game. Oh. We are being accosted by a ship-to-ship salesperson. I actually don't have what I need to repair you. I'm sorry, sir. Hope everything's okay. It won't let you build things in response to those questions, unfortunately. But this early in the game, we don't have the inventory space to be carrying just like everything that might come up. They give you nanites if you can fix their ship. And just to make sure, yeah, I did get the exosuit upgrade in this system already. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. You don't want to really skip those ever. Alpha start. That is our base. The Anomaly, we can see other players' bases and warp to them if they've uploaded them, which is pretty cool to see. Some people build some pretty elaborate stuff in this game. On my main playthrough, I've got a couple of bases, but I wanted to start the storyline over for this video series. Once we finish the plot line, we may hop over to that save file for future videos and expeditions. Alright, here's our base. Our bioreactor is not doing well. Let's actually see if we can build a solar panel. Early in the game, solar panels are a little better, I think. We absolutely can. Beautiful. So we're going to actually go ahead and get rid of this, get the resources back for it, and we're going to build a couple solar panels instead. Guess we need chromatic metal, which should be easily done. I think we have plenty of copper. Yeah. While that processes, we're going to go to our base computer. Automated archive recovery and process. Data recovered 6%. New data available. Let's search the archive. Entry 4925X follows. Found additional buried technology modules. Construction proceeding smoothly. Recent expedition yield. Copying data to additional data available. Construction logs recovered. Blueprints reassembled and prepared to download. Base technology data extracted. Downloading plans. Storage container plans restored. Well, that's useful. Readable archive retrieval complete. Begin defragmentation of next segment. We're also going to move this thing over to the porch. Have it right next to the front door. It tilted a strange way. That's okay. second one, we want metal plating. There we go. That'll help a while. And we can also build a battery or two, depending on how big we want this base to get. Construct a storage container. Alright. Magnetized ferrite. The game does, you know, get into a bit of a resource grind, but it moves pretty quickly once you got the hang of it. So while we do that, I'm being kind of a perfectionist. We're going to rotate our base computer. I just want it to face inward towards the actual porch. There we go. That's better. I like that. Didn't want to have to stand in the grass to use it. Now we can go ahead and get some of that out while we wait for the rest to finish. And then build us a storage container. Did I not pick up the magnetized ferrite? Oh, we need to refine it again, that's right. This is only pure ferrite. Multiple levels to this resource. So we'll go ahead and grab a short stack of that off. And now the storage container. Oh, I thought that would snap into our construction. Perhaps not. Well, in that case, what do we want to do? Ah, I know. We'll want to expand our floor. And then we'll just rebuild our wall to accommodate the new size. Maybe I'm being too much of a perfectionist right now. Probably. Oh well. Just like the building to look nice. We'll just build a second story to that later on. We don't need to worry about it right this second, though. The plot does kind of like make you do a bunch of base building just so that you know how to do it. But you know, we won't be doing too much more of it. I promise we'll get in that spaceship and adventure off as soon as we're done getting this thing powered up. Later in the game, you can have these giant like processing facilities and just leave and come back, and you have like mining facilities that are just set up to automatically get resources and refine them and store them. It's pretty nice. Alright, did that connect properly? It sure did. Awesome. Okay, then we can store things here if we want, which we'll, you know, sort inventory off screen at some point. So now, let's see what we need to do to go find Artemis. Locate a long-distance transmitter, which... Hollow terminus detected. How far away are you? Definitely far enough away that we're going to hop in the ship. Can get a little higher in the atmosphere and go a lot faster. Now these always give you the approximate location, so you know it's possible to look around for a likely looking structure, and this looks like a likely looking structure. I always like to chart the sector. As you upgrade your character, you can have a jetpack that just gets you up to the top of these things, and the stairs become somewhat obsolete, but this is of course a new playthrough and my character is not very advanced with his technology. Hollow terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. The extra power should allow me to re-establish the connection to Artemis. I tried to locate Artemis's frequency, uploading the data from our previous communication. Who's there? It's you again, isn't it? You really are real, aren't you? You aren't a dream. I sure hope I'm real. I'm sorry, it's hard to think here. Something's wrong with the... It's easy to create a better reality when you have to. I thought you might be a dream. I'm sorry. I haven't heard another voice in so long. Not since I cut the speaker from my exosuit. It said such terrible things. Who are you, Artemis? The stranger smiles through the static. I'm just like you. You are a traveler of worlds, aren't you? What do you mean by that? They do not respond with speech. They transmit a vision, a red star in a fragile world. I do not understand the shapes within, the whispers. I see life forms scattered across the far reaches of the galaxies. I see this stranger's first breath, yearning for the stars. I see myself slumbering in the crimson void, waiting for a dream of worlds. And through the darkness I hear it said, Anomaly detected. Designation, Traveler. Awaken. What I showed you just now, it has haunted me since I awoke. You must recognize it too. We are the travelers, discoverers of worlds. From the moment you opened your eyes, you must have known you were not like the others. So did I. Before I became stranded here, I was on a journey to finally meet. It cannot be coincidence that you found this signal. Tell me, do you still have the data log from the crashed ship? Yeah, we got it. I upload my exosuit's records, including the strange transmission I received and the data I found at the crashed vessel. Much of my equipment is damaged. I am alone, on foot, stranded on a sunless world. I don't even know how your signal is reaching me, but this ship you found, it belonged to me once. Perhaps there is hope after all. We need to work out where we both are. If you build signal boosters across this system, we should be able to triangulate your position. I'll be able to find my way out, and you'll get all the answers you seek. Yeah, we'll help him out. Thank you, Traveler. You're going to save my life. You're going to find me. All right. Well, I think we're going to go to this ancient ruin that we now have a signal for after that conversation, and we will go ahead and save it and end for now there.